Fellas, I'm making this video because a long time ago, when I was a young lad, I had Minecraft Bedrock Edition on my Nintendo Switch, and I had a Redstone superflat world, and I haven't been in it for a long time. I just uploaded it to the Realm so that I could access it on my computer. So this is in Bedrock Edition, and I just wanted to take a look at some of my creations and see if I can figure out if I had any idea what I was doing, and just take a look because I thought it'd be pretty interesting. So first of all, we have this monstrosity. Look at this. I think I recall that I was making this as an item counter. You count a number of items, so... Oh yes, this was supposed to be a banking system. Deposit value, interest, withdrawal. Oh, this was crazy. What is this? This is cryptic. And if I remember correctly, there are minecarts involved. Yes. I didn't know anything about item counters or anything. You can see I didn't even hook the displays up to anything. I was just experimenting, but I remember it was so satisfying to finally get this to work. I unfortunately can't explain it. It wasn't finished, but it was getting to a point where it could possibly. So let me see if I can test it out and just see what happens. Okay, so in theory, this is supposed to be able to count how many diamonds I put in the deposit barrel, I guess. But I do know it won't because it's not finished. So I just want to see how far it can get. If I put these in here, okay, they're going somewhere. Stuff is happening, so this is blinking. Interesting. Oh, I think this is familiar. I remember some of this. Oh, that's like a T flip-flop. Lots of movement. So, I wonder where the diamonds are. Oh, there's 46. The other 18, I couldn't tell you. I wonder if they're in here. Where would they be? There is no minecart here. I wonder if that's an issue. I think... What's the deal? Oh, there's the other 18. Okay, interesting. So yeah, this was a work in progress. I remember being pretty obsessed with this when I was building it. It never got done. But the idea behind it was we had this realm, my friends and I did, and we wanted to use another source for money other than just diamonds. As is done in some servers, you choose another item, use name tags to make it seem unique, and then that's just your new currency, and you decide basically manually what the value is. The problem is that fraud is so easy with that. You can just name your own item. We couldn't trust everyone on the server to be that cooperative to just work with it. So my idea was, well, what if we have a banking system where we just keep track of how much of this item every single player has, and then we would have these displayed on a building or something, and you would see your balance. And so in order to do that, I had to design a counting system, and I think it was almost done, if I recall. It's not super, I mean, it's big, but it's not enormous. So I was really excited. Unfortunately, that realm didn't live very long, and so this fell into obscurity. But yeah, I do remember that. And these were like prototypes and just planning things out. Much of this over here was from when I was quite a bit younger, just fiddling around with things, some note blocks. Oh, that's kind of funny. I remember trying to figure out double piston extenders. I wonder if this one works. Part of something that grieved me was that so many tutorials revolved around Java Edition, and this is on Bedrock Edition. So that's an issue with the Redstone. Oh, it doesn't work. The pulse is different. I think that somehow the pacing of the Redstone is changed. Also, you'll notice this isn't really just a Redstone world. There are some builds here. I was quite proud of this build, actually. This is just a house that I built. I was bored, I remember. I just got inspired by something. I had some designs here, concepts of buildings, some math, interestingly enough, that I'm kind of freakish, not even gonna lie. I don't know exactly what my plan was. Not sure what this is, now that I'm looking at it. What's over here? I see this huge building. Oh, I remember this. So this was me experimenting with gradients. It's pretty cool. I never got it done. I think I would make it a bit differently today. I think it looks too layered. Looks unnatural. Some more building designs over here. Oh, I remember this. This is pretty cool. With the copper. I think copper was a little newer when I made this. And this one, I like this. I do like this. Finally, some redstone. This one, I forgot about this. I'm pretty pleased with this. So, I used to play a lot of Egg Wars, not to be confused with Bed Wars. Minecraft Egg Wars was, like, I guess our Bedrock version of Bed Wars. And I actually kind of like it better in some ways. It has redstone in it, or it used to. What that allowed for people to do is to make cool traps. But it's usually pretty obvious when there are pistons and hidden bridges. So I wanted to design a hidden bridge that could be, in theory, completely flush with the ground. And I think this did it. Yeah, there it is. Isn't that cool? So if someone's running across, you can just let them fall through the ground. I guess the elephant in the room here is that it's so obvious when you're looking at the sides. So you'd need to make a wider bridge to make it look inconspicuous. Something like that. Like you'd have to and then do the same thing on the other side. I think I tried to build this a few times, but I don't think I ever actually got it built because it is quite a beefy thing to get done. Got a nice tree. I tried to do some pixel art. My goal was to create a... Oh, is that the cloud? Oh, wow. This is my first time using vibrant visuals. I wanted to create a custom design for a road. Yes, here it is. This is the gray road. And in fact, here's a nice building. I'm very pleased with this building. Look at this. Here's a bit of redstone. Got pressure plate doorway. I do recall that it was hard to hide the redstone in the walls. I wonder... There's a piston. Yeah, there we go. That's where the redstone is. It's so much easier to make things in creative when you can plan them out. This was an idea that my friends and I had where we would transport those diamonds from the item counter across rails, and it would be something like a power line. I tried to make a car, actually, at one point, with flying machines. It never looked natural, but the idea was you'd have a little car above ground and a flying machine underground. These are some different prototypes. I honestly have no idea what this was. Couldn't tell you. What is this? This looks oddly familiar. Oh, this was for Egg Wars. The idea was if you broke a block that was surrounding the egg, then it would suddenly tweak out on you, and the movement would disallow you from breaking any other blocks. You can't break blocks while something is moving like this. So I never used that either, but there you go. Oh, I wonder what this is. I wonder if this is a tune. Just a chord of notes. Here I was trying to map out the pixel art of, I think, a spruce log. Maybe it was a dark oak log. I did not get very far. This was another design. Oh, this was way back when. I was like 12 years old or something when I designed this. But it does have a piston door. Yeah, look at that. And then there was going to be a hallway with these lanterns. Oh, there's some cool stuff. Oh, this is broken, but it was cool when it worked. If you tried to break the diamonds, then the floor comes out from under you. Okay, so it half works. Look at that. The other half clearly is not responding. These are just some building designs. I actually made these in one world. It was an SMP that I hosted a long time ago. I'm quite pleased with this. It looks like an hourglass, but I like it. This was my attempt at putting that diamond protection mechanism into use. Didn't get very far. I wonder... I see. It was supposed to make someone fall through a little cycle. A very simple door. Oh, this might be a functional double piston extender. No, what is this? Not sure. Oh, this might be the double piston extender. Let's see. And then if it retracts correctly, that'd be pretty good. No, it doesn't. I wonder if they changed the timing since I did this last, because I don't think I would have made all these dysfunctional double piston extenders. Some flying machine action. I bet one of these works. Maybe. Let's see here. No, wait. Perhaps here. There we go. The flying machine works. How about this one? Is that... No, this one doesn't work. That one seems to be working fine. Okay, I'll let it leave. This I do recall. This was going to be a clock. I was trying to map out how many ticks, like how many redstone ticks there were in a Minecraft day, and reset when a daylight sensor. Because there are plenty of tutorials with how to make a simple clock in Minecraft, but I didn't know if anyone had made a real functional 24-hour clock scaled to Minecraft time. I know now that they have, but at the time, I was just experimenting, and my 13-year-old brain thought, well, I'll just make a way to keep track of every single redstone tick in the Minecraft day. It didn't work, but it was a good idea. I might have to come back to it at some point. Here was a much smaller version trying to be more compact. It doesn't work. Ooh, here's a simple door. Look at that. Works from the other side. What is this? A flying machine, I believe. I wonder if this works. I think it did at a time. I would have to update one of these. No? Okay, I'm thinking... Oh, here. Look at that. Oh, come on. Does it not work? Oh, I think they're mismatched. Perhaps. They've gotten messed up. Okay. Ooh, this is cool. Look at this. It has to be rotated the correct... Little 7-segment display. Some more math. Look at this. I have no idea why I didn't just whip out a calculator. Probably pretty good for parkour though. Let's see. Ooh. This was gonna be a super smelter. I do remember that. I don't think it got very far. Interesting. Oh, this must have been an older version of that Egg Wars thing. What about this one? Oh, look at that. That's cool. This would be, if you can imagine, we don't need to be using these blocks. There we go. Boom. You could have a hallway designed like this and then a secret exit. Or imagine a bookshelf. Oh, it's limitless. It's genius. Look at that. I'm sure that everyone who has done any redstone knows all about this, but I think it's cool. I like the fact that the hallway is actually exposed. You can walk through. I don't like how the pistons are there and that there's going to be redstone exposed. There's no real way around that, but I'm pretty happy that that works. A long rail. I think I was testing how far you can still register a minecart. Look at this. This was a car design. This was going to be a vehicle. Imagine this in a Minecraft world going down a street. It looks ridiculous, but I thought it would be a cool idea. I did think it could work. It didn't work. It did not work. So this house, I do have a vague memory of building this. The plan was to have 2 houses or something connected. Look at that. I like the archway. I like that. I don't know what I was planning to do with the roof here. I clearly had an outline that I didn't follow through with. Oh, this is so nice though. So quaint. Look at that. You got the underhangs. I really like to use calcite. No interior. Shameful. Over here, I didn't look inside this one. It's just a storage area, I believe. Oh, why did I do that? Look at this. Like, no one's ever gonna need this much storage. Respectfully. Oh, yes, this was a farm. Which is so strange, because you look at it from the outside, it looks like a bank or something. It's actually a farm. And I had this idea that the sun was gonna still shine down. I don't think I designed it this way today. I still quite like it, though. It's pretty cool. So this massive mansion over here has these large circular windows. Clearly there's no interior, but it has so much potential. I struggled to make the interior, I remember that, to design ideas for it. The roof was the most difficult thing. It's got this huge tower, and look at this design. Oh. Now I didn't complete the underside. It looks kind of blocky. That's so cool, though. I remember making this. Very pleased with that. I'm just glazing my own work over here, but I do remember this took a lot of time. Over here, I see that I tried to create some type of item sorter. I've been meaning to make these again. I guess this was going to go in here. I think this was my plan. And by the way, I quite like my choice here of red. What was the inside? There was no inside. I tended to not make insides. I see this pattern. But yeah, this was cool because it was a diagonal building. Oh, I like this idea. A diagonal building alley. This was like a little triangle. Realistically, I don't see how someone could use this space, but I'm sure you could put like an enchantment table or just some barrels in there or something. Oh, I was looking for this. These hopper systems are a great way to create a long delay. Look at that. It's a long delay and then you wait. As opposed to using repeaters or comparators. So you can use this and it creates a long delay, a timer. So this is really the answer to Minecraft clocks. If you want to create a clock, I think this is what I should have been using the whole time to measure the time elapsed since the day began. Oh, what is this? I don't even know what this is. Oh, this was supposed to be like a cobblestone generator. Thank you for peeping in, popping over, getting jiggy with it. I would ask if you wanted to, you could subscribe. But you don't have to. I'm just curious. Oh, look at this. You don't have to. You don't have to. You could. You don't have to. But maybe you do have to. I don't know. I'm just asking. I'm just asking. No pressure. But please do. You don't have to.